Broadcasting live from the Albay PIO News Center, providing you the most exclusive news updates from all over the province. This is the 12 o'clock news break. For the local scene, the Provincial Health Office and the Fred Hollows Foundation are set to expand vision screening initiatives in Albay's Department of Education schools, following the recent opening of the province's first government-run eye care facility. Acting Provincial Health Officer Dr. Estela B. Zenith has confirmed this development after the blessing and inauguration of the Albay Provincial Eye Health Clinic, located at Dr. Lorenzo P. Ziga Memorial District Hospital, and the turnover of ophthalmic equipment generously donated by the Fred Hollows Foundation. In addition to surgeries and screenings, Senate mentioned that free vision aids or eyeglasses will also be provided as part of the 3-year partnership with the Fred Hollows. Meanwhile, in a separate interview with Dr. Edgardo Sarmiento, Provincial Health Consultant and former Medical Center Chief of the Bicol Region General Hospital and Geriatric Medical Center, one of Albay's partners in its eye care initiatives, has shared that the initial phase of the program will focus on kindergarten to grade 3 learners. Dr. Zenit emphasized that these focus on K3 pupils is crucial, as studies have shown that many early grade learners suffer from poor eyesight and other eye conditions that significantly affect their learning abilities. In another news, Albay Governor Edsel Grex Lagman is urging barangays in Albay that have not yet claimed the 100,000 pesos subsidy assistance to take advantage of the said program. In an interview, the governor has called on barangay councils to actively follow up on their requests and ensure that they avail themselves of the assistance provided by the Barangay Facilities Services Office. And in the national scene, the Philippines and Vietnam are set to sign defense cooperation agreements to strengthen military and defense ties in the midst of China's aggressive behavior in the West Philippine Sea. Defense Secretary Gilberto Chodor Jr. and his Vietnamese counterpart, General Pan Van Giang, will sign the agreements during Giang's scheduled visit in the country this Friday. It can be recalled that the China claims ownership of almost the entire West Philippine Sea, but the Philippines, Vietnam, along with other nations, also claim some territories in the crucial strategic waterway. According to Chidoro, they see this as a ground for both countries to work together to gain confidence and trust, and he hopes for more of these initiatives. Philippines and Vietnam has both agreed to bolster cooperation in the West Philippine Sea during a PBBM's visit in Vietnam last January. In another story, the Department of Health has reported 2 new cases of Mpox, recording a total of 5 confirmed active cases in the country. According to DOH, the 2 new patients are a 26-year-old female from Metro Manila and a 12-year-old male from Calabarzon. The agency noted that the said patients have the milder Clade 2 variant, which is not the deadly strain, and hence should not be a global emergency. Furthermore, DOH also said that the new Mpox patients do not have any travel history 3 weeks prior to their symptoms. In connection, the public is being reminded to always wash with soap and water and to use gloves when washing contaminated objects. In another news, the Philippine National Police has deployed more cops for its continuous operations to capture Pastor Apollo Quiboloy. The additional forces will be coming from PNP's regional offices in northern Mindanao, Soc-Sargen, and Caraga, which according to the PNP, the Davao Region Police had initially positioned 2,000 officers, but were still insufficient to cover the 32-hectare Kingdom of Jesus Christ compound in Davao City, where the said fugitive Pastora was allegedly hiding. The KOJC has been found to be actually bigger than the Camp Crame, so support from other PNP units is really necessary, considering that the Pro 11 lacks human and material resources to arrest the said high-profile suspect. And for the news outside the country, nearly 4,000 Mpox cases have been recorded in the past week in Africa, as it waits for the arrival of the long-awaited vaccines that were supposed to arrive this week. Head of the Africa Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, Dr. Jean Casea, said that among those cases, 81 had already died in the past week, bringing the total number of Mpox cases to 22,863 or 22,863, with 622 deaths. In connection, Western partners such as the European Union and the US have pledged to provide 380,000 doses of Mpox vaccines, which is only less than 15% of the amount needed to end the Mpox outbreaks in Congo, as said by the authorities. The first batch of Mpox vaccines are expected to arrive in Africa on September 1. In another story, at least 24 people were reportedly missing after a village in northern Yemen was swept by flood waters affecting homes and stores. The floods that swallowed 7 homes and 4 shops were caused by heavy rains over the past days in the Melfan district in the Almawit province. Meanwhile, the World Health Organization warned the Yemenis that more heavy rains are expected in the coming weeks and months. They noted that Yemen has been suffering disproportionately from climate change due to their already undermined capacities, limited resources, and fragile infrastructure. And that ends our news break for today, August 29, 2024. We'll be back tomorrow for more news updates. Thanks to our 12 o'clock news break writer, Arajoy Espiritu. And on the technical side, we have Richard Bobis. This has been your anchor, LJ Lorejo. Thank you for subscribing.